Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's November 26th, and right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery, and we don't have a lot going on across the state right now until you look into the interior portions of the Sacramento and the San Joaquin Valley. Look at this fog just socked in. You can see it pushed all the way up into the Foothill Valley areas there as well. So if you're traveling up and down the I-5 corridor coming from Oregon or Northern California, pushing down to the Sacramento Valley, you're going the Bay Area back across I-80, or you're coming westbound across I-80 into the valley areas, or you're coming north from Los Angeles across the Grapevine, watch out as you run into that dense fog. Now, taking a look here at some of the dense fog advisories out there, we also have some chilly conditions out there, some frost advisories out there as well. And again, you can see Hanford National Weather Service calling attention to some of this dense fog. We also have some wind advisories still out for some of San Luis Obispo County and some of Southern California for some gusty winds today. I'll show you that starting right now, in fact. And if we take a look at that, you can see as we go through the morning hours, you can see we're still getting some of these gusty offshore winds here coming through some of the gaps and the canyons out there, and some gusty northerly winds coming down across some of San Bernardino County, some of the desert areas, and portions of southern Nevada and western Arizona also. And if we scroll on in through the next couple of days, in through Thanksgiving, you can see that wind starts to relax. You go through Thanksgiving afternoon, we start to turn it back on shore across the Sierra Nevada, and then we start to get the westerlies back across some of the transverse and the Peninsular Range. And you can see some brisk winds up there across some of the ridge tops of the Sierra Nevada as we go on in through Friday morning as well. So we switch conditions. Now, if we look at the high resolution model, this is this morning. We already know the fog's out there, and then we go on into tomorrow morning. This Thanksgiving morning. Again, pretty well socked in for all of the valley areas, some very low visibilities, dense fog, and Friday morning, another repeat there. But we do get some clouds trying to move back into the region. That can help sometimes cut down the fog. We'll see how that goes. We'll check back tomorrow for that. Now, looking at 500 millibars at about 18,000 feet up in the atmosphere, the mid-levels of the atmosphere, you can kind of see this ridge here for California. And as we scroll on in towards Thanksgiving Day, you can see this system moving into the Pacific Northwest may clip northern zones. Again, generally light precipitation amounts with that. And then we kind of get this closed low that bounces down and stays offshore. And then we get this interesting feature here that looks like it's going to kind of bring this trough and opens up right over Southern California. That could bring some interesting precipitation. That may be backed up by another potent trough dropping down the west coast of North America. So we're going to watch those two here closely, and then maybe some more active weather as we continue on into the first half of December, as you can continue to see troughing here apparent as we go all the way on into December 10th. So taking a look here, this is what that would bring. So there's that system as we go on in through the day Thursday. Let me back that up. You can see maybe, again, just clipping Crescent City, some portions of the northern coast there as it swings by. That closed low, as you can see it here, it bounces around, stays offshore, but then we get this next energy dropping down, and that could bring some more active weather for portions of California. Again, reinforced by another trough as we go through the following weekend, and then what happens after that, who knows, but the models continue to show up be potentially active as we go on into the mid portion of December. Now, looking at daily 2-meter max temperature, this is today, Wednesday, 26th of November. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. You can see some lower 80s all the way down into Southern California. Chillier across some of the valley areas, especially if you're not fully burning off from a lot of that fog. You can see warmer along the central coast, up into Death Valley. Some of the valley's interior portions getting a little bit warm there as well. Up towards Las Vegas, where maybe 70 degrees will be the high today. And then we go through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, start to cool down a bit here as we go on in towards the following weekend, or this weekend, as we potentially get a system moving down across the region. And again, we'll be watching that quite closely over the next few days. And taking a look here at the Patreon page, probably the best way to throw some of your hard-earned money at the California Weather Watch channel, and also gets you Pacific Northwest Weather Watch updates as well. It's very consistent in giving you the updates or emailing you or notifying you when my videos do come out. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, yeah, and I will catch you guys in the next forecast.